The secret God reveals only in old age. What if the greatest secret of life is not revealed in the restless energy of youth, nor in the striving years of maturity, but only in a quiet, fragile, and sacred season of old age? In a culture that worships speed, productivity, and the illusion of permanence, aging often feels like a thief, taking away vitality and limiting what once seemed endless. Yet, beneath the surface of gray hairs and slowing steps, there is a divine mystery unfolding, one that youth is too hurried to notice and midlife too burdened to receive. It is in the later chapters of life that God whispers truths that cannot be learned in the rush of earlier years, secrets that carry eternal weight, secrets that reveal the heart as planned for us. The secret God reveals only in old age is not about wealth or worldly success, not about achievements or recognition, but about the depth of being and the eternal purpose of the soul. Aging, in its design, is not a punishment but an unveiling. When the noise of ambition begins to fade and the urgency to prove oneself weakens, space is created for what truly matters: the presence of God, the meaning of love, the beauty of surrender. Youth often mistakes strength for independence, but old age reveals that true strength is found in dependence. Dependence on God, dependence on grace, dependence on the promise of eternity. To grow old is to witness the slow stripping away of illusions. The body, once vibrant, begins to show its frailty. The future, once vast, narrows into days more clearly numbered. Yet it is precisely in this narrowing that a broader vision is granted, the vision of eternity. In youth, time feels infinite, but in aging, the brevity of life becomes undeniable, and with that realization comes the unveiling of God's secret, that the measure of a life well lived is not found in how much you can hold on to, but in how freely you can let go and trust Him. Consider how the Scriptures speak of the aged with honor and reverence. Job declares that wisdom is with the aged, and understanding in length of days. Proverbs reminds us that gray hair is a crown of splendor. These words do not romanticize old age, but reveals divine significance. God has chosen the later years as a time of revelation, a time when the soul can finally grasp what youth, blinded by urgency, cannot see. Old age is not the closing of the story, but a chapter where meaning deepens, where hidden truths rise to the surface, and where eternity draws nearer with tender clarity. The secret of old age is not only about gaining wisdom, but about reordering the heart. In youth, we often live outwardly, seeking validation, success, or recognition. In aging, God turns the soul inward and upward. He teaches us that the worth of our days is not measured by accomplishments, but by faithfulness. He shows us that what remains at the end is not what we have built, but what we have surrendered into His hands. Old age, then, is a refining fire that burns away the unnecessary, leaving behind only what is eternal: love, grace, and the hope of salvation. But the path to discovering this secret is not without struggle. Aging can bring loneliness as friends depart, as family becomes distant, as the world seems to move faster than we can follow. It can bring pain through illness, limitation, or the loss of independence. It can stir fear as the horizon of life approaches with unrelenting certainty. Yet, it is often through these very struggles that God reveals Himself most profoundly. The weakness of the body teaches reliance on His strength. The emptiness of loss creates space for His comfort. The fear of endings is transformed into the anticipation of eternity. Old age becomes not a season of despair, but a holy classroom where God Himself is a teacher, revealing truths reserved for those willing to listen with a heart quieted by time. The secret God reveals in old age is also one perspective. Looking back across the years, you begin to see patterns that were invisible in the moment. You realize that prayers you thought unanswered were answered differently. That detours you resented became the very path that shaped your soul. That hardships you thought unbearable carved within you capacity for compassion. Perspective is a gift of age, and with it comes the ability to testify to God's faithfulness in a way that no young heart could fully understand. You become not just a witness of time, but a witness of grace, carrying the stories of how God sustained you, how He carried you, how He never abandoned you even when you felt alone. This is why old age is not a season of uselessness, but of testimony. The world may dismiss the elderly as irrelevant, but God sees them as bearers of truth. In a society obsessed with novelty, the aged carry memory. In a culture consumed with achievement, the aged embody perseverance. And in a world that fears death, the aged hold the secret hope. That life does not end with the body, but continues in the eternal embrace of God. To grow old in faith is to become a living testimony that life is more than what is seen, and that eternity is closer than we imagine. Practically, what does this secret mean for daily life? It means choosing gratitude over regret, even when the body aches. It means sharing wisdom with the young, not in bitterness but in love, offering them a glimpse of what truly matters. It means forgiving more freely, knowing that time is too short to hold grudges. It means investing in relationships rather than possessions, prayer rather than worry, eternity rather than vanity. It means embracing slowness as an invitation to notice God's promised presence, to savor His creation, and to rest in His promises. Perhaps the greatest secret God reveals in old age is that life is not about control, but about surrender. In youth, we cling tightly to plans, dreams, and ambitions, believing we hold the pen that writes our story. In old age, God gently takes the pen from our hands and reminds us that He has been the author all along. The more we surrender, the freer we become. The more we let go, the lighter our spirit grows. The more we trust, the more we discover that death itself is not an enemy to fear, but a doorway to eternal life with Him. So, if you are in the later years of life, do not despise them. Do not believe a lie that your time is over or that your purpose has faded. You are in a season of revelation where God desires to show you the treasures that only time can unveil. Your prayers carry weight. Your presence carries wisdom. Your faith carries light. You are not forgotten. You are not discarded. You are chosen to carry the secret that only old age can hold. That life's true meaning is found not in what fades, but in what lasts forever. And now, dear soul, the invitation is yours. Will you see aging as a burden or as a blessing? Will you resist the passing of time, or will you embrace it as the very place where God's deepest secrets are revealed? Let your heart open to the truth that old age is not the end of life, but the unveiling of eternity's promise. This is a secret God longs for you to know, and it is yours to live today if this message is spoken to your heart. Take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Subscribe to this channel for more words of encouragement and faith, and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Together, let us discover the beauty of God's secrets revealed in time and walk with grace into the eternal hope He has prepared.